We've been increasing the number of tests over the course of the last month. It was the case, you were absolutely right, that the first case of coronavirus in China was established in December of last year, but it was also the case that some of the reporting from China was not clear about the scale, the nature, the infectiousness of this. We have always followed the scientific advice, and it is the case that the minutes of meetings of the scientific advisory groups are out there to show the way in which at every stage our scientists have been looking at the emerging evidence and then making recommendations to government on how to react. And critically, part of that reaction has been, as we've discussed, both social distancing measures, attempting to reduce the spread of the virus, but also increasing the capacity of the NHS. So, for example, Simon Stevens, the chief executive of the NHS, pointed out on Friday that one of the things that we've been able to do, unlike many other health services, is to clear capacity in the equivalent of 50 hospitals for new COVID-19 patients.
Now, Germany, for instance, can manage to do 500,000 tests every week, vastly more than we're doing. Why is that? Because the WHO said we have to go out and hunt this virus down. We have to use the tests to find out where it is and hunt it down. And we at this stage are not doing that, and the Germans are. Why?
Well, it's certainly the case that the Germans have had success in testing. There are other countries that are also ramping up testing, but the acceleration here in the UK is significant. If one looks at, and this is not the way I think to look at it, but if one looks at a sort of league table, then the UK is rising up that. We have managed to test significantly more of our citizens as a percentage than some other countries. But frankly, the most important thing is not to look backwards, but to look forwards and to do everything that we can to increase the number of tests.